This lesson is from the 8th grade Hoot Mifflin English book. It is on kinds of verbs, and it coordinates with pages 112 to 114 in the student textbook. An action verb tells what the subject has or does. They checked the campsite too late. These are things you can actually do. A being verb does not refer to an action, but describes a state of being. It tells what the subject is or feels. The crop is ready for harvest. A verb that expresses being is called a linking verb when it links the subject with a word in the predicate. Am, is, are, was, were, be, etc. My fun note is words such as appear, be, become, feel, grow, look, remain, seem, stay, smell, sound, taste can be either action or linking. So to decide which it is, replace it with is or are. If it still makes sense, it is a linking verb. So the tomato grew moldy, the tomato is moldy. That makes it a linking verb because it makes sense. Jim grows tomatoes, Jim is tomatoes doesn't make sense, so that is an action verb. So let's try these. Let me grab a marker. So Ed fed the seedlings. Fed is a physical action. He physically did it. The plants became bushy. That is a being verb. They are bushy. They became bushy. It makes sense. The pumpkins looked ripe. Pumpkins don't have eyes, so that is a being verb. They cannot physically look at anything. Ed picked a pumpkin. He physically picked it. Iris dreamed of pumpkins. That's a mental action. We can't see dreaming, but we know we can do it. Ed hoped for more pumpkins. Again, we can't see hoping, but we know we can do it. The squash was ripe. Am, is, are, was, were are being verbs. And they put it into their basket. That is a physical action. Okay. He looked at the recipe. He used his eyes and physically looked at it. That is an action verb. It looked difficult. It is difficult. That makes sense. So it is a linking verb. Chicken tastes delicious. Chicken is delicious. Makes sense. So it's a linking verb. It was his favorite food. Am, is, are, was, were are linking verbs. Raymond became brave. Raymond is brave. Linking verb. He plunged ahead. He physically moved ahead, so that is an action. He followed the recipe. If I say he is the recipe, it doesn't make sense, so that is an action verb. He smelled the garlic. He literally took a whiff, so that is action. It smelled so good. It is so good. Makes sense. That is a linking verb. And his task was successful. Am, is, are, was, were are all linking verbs.